Alright, let's go ahead and make sure that we're live here. Music up and running. And we're a go! Welcome everyone to the stream once again. Great to have you all here, as always. And the first viewers that have hopped into the stream early, Melody and Nickel, thank you so much for joining the stream. Always a pleasure to have you here. And a couple things to note. One, I noticed the audio background was still a little off-kilter from last stream. I felt like it was a little too quiet in some places and a little loud in others. So I listened to it and I'm like, huh, why does the audio sound so weird in the background? So I went in and checked out my playlist, and turns out that A, the audio is too quiet on the actual, like, oh, huh? Hey, are you guys getting the background audio by any chance? Oh, not this glitch again. Oh boy. Alright. I think we're getting a little bit of a glitch here. Ah, I see. Technical difficulties, guys. Bear with me just a moment here. No, that's... Why is it not... Hang on, let me mute. Okay, so I think it should be picking up by about now. Can you guys hear the background audio this time? It should be playing like a kind of a lower tone song. Because once we get the technical issues resolved, then we'll be moving on to the next step in the stream. Again, terribly sorry about the inconvenience, guys, but I guess there was something going on with the audio drivers or something around there. Alright, so let me know, guys, how does the audio sound now? You guys are you guys have an obligation to make sure that my audio sounds good. You are my Q&A. Oh, you can hear it now? Okay, excellent. So I'll check the balancing after we're done with the stream today. Let me know if it's too loud at any points. I will work on getting that tweaked. But it should be a little more on point now. So again, thank you all so much. Midnight Panther, Kai Chow, K-Tunes, Neuristic, and Nikado, welcome to the stream. Good to have everyone. To all the viewers currently watching, again, welcome, welcome. So, today we are going to have a new featured animator of the day, and today's featured animator, once we switch over to the desktop, is going to be someone called Liz Draws. Now, she might not look too impressive on first glances, just because her art style does kind of have an amateurish vibe to it. More like it's not quite as polished as most and as most other animation channels are concerned, at least in terms of like the thumbnails and initial impression goes. But the actual content itself is actually very high quality. She has a very good microphone with very high quality video, and albeit a few issues in terms of the actual animatic style itself that I have, with criticisms with that, the actual commentary and the humor in the videos is actually very enjoyable. With just a few minor tweaks, then she would be a fantastic channel. She has a great upload schedule, she has a great voice, great microphone, great audio balancing, great pacing on the videos, funny, entertaining, just good editing, a lot of fun to watch. I definitely suggest giving her a look. She's definitely a diamond in the rough and deserves all the attention. Oh, whoa, he's alive. Yes, indeed I am. Nickel Duck, thank you for joining. Jenny, thank you again for joining the stream. Welcome, welcome. And the 10 viewers currently watching. Hey, we're not doing so bad today, I'd say. Now, in case you guys missed the last stream, last time we performed the stream, we were working on this little checklist here. And we managed to complete the Story 1 sketches. So we worked on the Story 1 sketches and completed those. So my idea for today would be that we would work on the final drawings for the Story 1, which we just finished the concepts for. So that would be the next thing that we work on, unless any of you guys have any further suggestions. Then I feel like that would be the next step where we would, the next step that we would move on to. So again, if you guys have any further suggestions, then feel free to let me know. And yes, there is a new lizard on the background. Of course there has to be. Why wouldn't there be? The more lizards, the merrier. This one reminds me of my my leopard gecko Kumin. I name all my lizards after spices. And I have 2 leopard geckos, and they are my babies. So why don't we go ahead and swap over to screens here, and we're going to go ahead and start working on the final sketches. So bear with me just a moment, guys, while I get everything set up. Marskov, welcome to the stream. Good to have you, buddy. And Caden Tunes, welcome, welcome. Could you review my channel? Absolutely. I'm always open to reviewing new channels and new content, and I always feature new animators at the start of the stream. So if you happen to be the next featured animator, then you will be upon the list. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I cheated on the green one. I love all lizards equally. Okay, I am not in a relationship with just a single lizard. I love all lizards unanimously. There are too many for me to love. Jor, welcome to the stream. Good to have you, buddy. And Atomic, welcome to the stream. Everyone, thank you so much for joining the stream. Good to have you. Again, welcome, welcome. And let's go ahead and crack open the desktop here. Alright, we should be good. Cool. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and hop into the next stream here. Don't mind me, just learning some stuff about Toon Boom. Actually, if you guys want to know, I've been doing a little bit of research into Toon Boom, and the program seems absolutely phenomenal. Before, in case you guys don't know my workflow, I've been working with Adobe Premiere, and while I do enjoy the program and I do enjoy the workflow that I currently have, I feel like moving to a true animation program is going to be the next step. So expect some news about that, hopefully in the near future. And who knows, maybe we'll take a stream to experiment, if you will. Review me, I'm trash. Oh my. Well, I only indulge in the finest of trash. And 13 viewers currently watching! Again, thank you all so much for enjoying the stream up to this point, and good to have you here. I remember in 2nd grade, I was in the Gecko Squad. What is this Gecko Squad you speak of? I must be a part of this. Let me join. I'm totally okay with this. So in case you didn't notice, these are some final sketches for the rough drafts that I had here. So what I do is I draw a pink sketch for the super rough drafts. Then I draw a red sketch, which is going to be something closer to the final image. Then I draw the outlines and color in the rest of the details. So these are the final sketches for this scene in particular. So this is what we're going to be doing for the remainder of the pre-sketches that we've been working on the other streams prior. So I hope you guys enjoy that. That's something a little bit different. Review me, I make high quality videos in my head. I mean, I haven't gone far enough to develop like any form of telepathy duck, so you're gonna have to bear with me while I work on that. I haven't gone that far into my state of meditation yet. Maybe when I hit 1 million subscribers. Hit that subscribe button and I'll become a psychic. Is that how it works? Okay, so here we've got a present here. I actually like the way this sketch looks, so I'm not even going to draw a red detail on this one. I'm actually just going to draw that as a main sketch. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Hey Chritty, you have a Discord server. I once did, but currently is inactive. If I have intentions of revitalizing the server, then I will let you guys know. You will be the first ones to know about any future updates. We have an anthem and a military and our supreme leader named Gabe, Nation Gecko. Oh man. Are you controlled by the lizard people? Did they infiltrate your government? Or are they just a part of your government? That sounds more likely. I am totally okay with this, mind you. I am okay with being ruled by lizard people. I for one adore our new lizard overlords. Alright, so we're going to draw this present here as a background decal with a nice little bow at the top. Isn't that pretty? Man, I wish the wrapping was this nice on my birthday presents. They always just seem to be like, how should I put it? Haphazardously thrown together. I tried to make a revival server type, didn't work. Well, you know, it's something that takes a lot of time and effort to dedicate towards, so it's completely understandable if it's difficult to kind of, you know, get that sort of thing off the ground. But if there is a Discord server in the future, at least for myself, then again, you guys are the first people to know. So keep your eyes peeled, and I will be more than happy to let you know about any status updates regarding that. See, aren't I just such a nice guy keeping you guys informed about this? Your nation sounds like a force to be reckoned with. Oh man. You can say they're pretty cold-blooded. I'm not sorry. Okay, so I want this to be like, maybe like a lighter pink for the wrapping. And then like a blue background. Actually, before I do that, I need to delete some lines. So why don't we go ahead and do that? One time we got in a war with the pancake people and got the principal fired. Kids came out. Holy cow, what? What kind of war were you guys in? Your nation is very, very volatile. That is like a military run government right there. Don't know how that happened. Boom. Pow pow. Show wow. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. That's pretty good looking. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's go ahead and color that in. We're all Gucci now. Don't worry, guys. I got this covered. Bit by bit. Happy almost birthday, Midnight Panther. Oh, congratulations. Happy early birthday. I hope that you have delicious cake and lots of fun with family and friends. Actually, white wouldn't look very good on this because it's already on a white background. So why not do... let's do that. Like a really rich baby blue. That's nice. Man, I'm putting more effort into this packaging than I do my real life packaging. Actually, this needs to be pink. What am I thinking? It's part of the bow. See, I know how presents work. I'm going to make a video about it, I think. Ooh, actually, that would be a pretty fun video to make. The Lizard Squad, all kids came out bleeding in a war of our nation. It sounds like something that would go down in history. Like, the founding of our nation. Blood was spewed on the battleground. Just like this really intensely detailed battle. of like a bunch of children fighting over clan wars. Your friend almost got shot? Holy cow. What? Why aren't any of these stories animatics? Guys, come on. Like, anyone can make a random thought video, but like your friend almost getting shot at work? Come on. We gotta know about that. Remember that Smurf who gave people bomb presents? No. Not really. Raid Scholar, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Welcome, welcome. And to all the viewers currently watching, once again, great to have you here. So the other details, miscellaneous details, I'm not going to worry about because I'm going to add those in post. So let's go ahead and focus in on the main characters. I'm going to be working on the backgrounds at a separate time, but I want to focus in on the characters. So here we have a rough sketch of the characters, and I'm going to be making a legit red sketch. So let's use this sketch as inspiration for this one. Just kind of casual, laid back, you know, enjoying my time, I'd say. Kind of how I usually am at work. Actually, when days are slow, I have like almost this exact same pose, where I'm just like relaxing, sort of like half relaxing. It's nice when it's slow. I mean, boring as heck, yes, but you know, refreshing to say the least. Legs don't look quite right on that one. Show us cringy old vids. Oh, you mean my old videos? Oh man, the cringe factor would be way too intense for you guys. You guys can't handle that much cringe. I'm sorry. Is there gonna be any voice acting? What do you mean by that? All my videos have voice acting, don't they? I mean, this stream has voice acting. Kinda? Kinda. Well, yeah, as for my old videos, like, guys, you can't handle that much cringe. Like, I can't handle that much cringe, and I'm, like, made of it. So, you guys should be careful what you ask for. Think really carefully before you ask about that, because I promise you that you will like, it will be too much cringe to handle. What is the swivel knife in the stomach you always draw? Is it a pouch? You know, I'm not too certain. What it used to be is it used to be kind of like, because my character doesn't really have clothing drawn on him most of the time, it used to just be kind of like a line that I used to kind of divide between like the stomach area, the legs, and the upper chest. But I can see why that's confusing. Let's see here. I can handle the cringe, I'm sure. You might be able to, but there are 13 other viewers on this stream that actually might, like, that might actually suffer from the amount of cringe that would be displayed on screen. Guys, I'm not submitting you to that much cringe. I can't handle that much cringe. Like, you think I'm bad now? I was horrible then. Oh man, you guys don't deserve that kind of punishment. That's like corporal punishment. That's what they use for torture chambers. This is not a torture chamber. This is a nice, friendly environment where I introduce all of the 14 viewers. 14 viewers. Oh man, welcome everyone to the stream. So good to have you all here. Again, thank you all so much. Great to have you here. Chritty is secretly a kangaroo. Because I have a pouch, yes. I have a little me in here. There I am. Hello. Just hanging out in the pouch. Hi. No. I am not a kangaroo. I promise that. I see it as a belt. Yeah, kind of what it is. It doesn't really have a purpose or a meaning, but I kind of just like it. I mean, it has a purpose to me when I'm designing the character, but it has no purpose to anyone else watching it, for the most part. Oh, like anyone other than me talking. In this video, no. There is no other voice lines in this video. That might change. I might get somebody to voice like a line or two, but I didn't intend for this to be a collaborative animation. I kind of wanted this to be like a practice for my own voice acting, but who knows, you know? Things can change, you know? Cringe overdose, a sad way to die. Indeed, I do not want to be responsible for 12 people dying from cringe overload. No, 13, that's counting myself. Critteroo the furry. Oh gosh, no, please. Oh man, I could just imagine all the fan art pouring in here. You're giving these people ideas. Kayla, Kai, you're giving all these people ideas. You should be careful about that. What tablet do you use to draw with? I use a Microsoft Surface Pro 3, so it is actually not a tablet, but rather a portable computer. Go figure, right? So that's going to be the main sketch here. I like the way that looks, so we're going to keep that. And we're going to base it off of our other sketch here. Use that as reference. Like that. Chritty has the naval laser power. Oh my gosh. No. What was the name of that one character from My Hero Academia that has like the naval laser? Am I that character now? Oh gosh, that makes too much sense. No. Okay. If somebody can remember the name of that character, I will put it on the screen. Oh my gosh. Hashtag exposed. I've seen some real cringy stuff. I can handle a lot of cringe. Okay. If I can get a group vote, I will show off the cringe, but bear with me, guys. It's really bad. Like, I don't think you guys can handle it. Like, I really don't think you guys can handle it. I'm being like, I'm not just trying to be funny here. I'm being sincerely honest with you. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be responsible for a bunch of people dying from cringe overload. Okay. But again, I leave that decision up to you guys. Okay, so after Devi says vote, we will do a majority vote. So out of the 11 viewers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got a majority vote. Okay, you guys have spoketh, and I have listeneth. So let me go ahead and swap on over to the desktop here. And let's go ahead and have some fun watching the absolute most cringeworthy things. You know, this is supposed to be a productive stream, and here I am showing, like, videos that I'm not proud of. Oh, boy. Okay. To give you guys some context on this before I show off the videos, these videos are the first ever animations I made back when they used to use VHS camcorders. So this was made on my mother's VHS camcorder back in 2004. I would record the video, I would say audio over it, I would pause it, and then re-record. So, if this was back in 2004, I was 8 years old when I made this. Are you guys really prepared for this? What am I gonna do with you guys, I swear. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the video ready, and then I will... It's pretty bad, guys. Let me just pick one of my least cringeworthy videos, I guess. Let's see. Okay, here's a cute one. Now, just to give you guys an idea of how weird and surreal this kind of humor was, back when I was a kid, and even now, I was really into like surreal kinds of humor. So I liked things that were like just weird for the sake of weird. All right, so here we go. And you guys want the HUD on here? No HUD? I'm gonna say no HUD so that we can like commemorate this in all of its awkward glory. So why don't I go ahead and pause the music here, guys? And we can go ahead and listen to it in all of its glory. Alright, so this is... I don't have a name for it, but... here it is! 3... Let's count this down. 3, 2, 1, go!
I know. I'll go to Foster Farms and get some eggs. I'm starved.
Oh, is it working? Oh no, wait. What's going on? It's supposed to work. Why is this? What is it? What is the what? What is the what decide to what? It's not. Ah, gosh. Okay, sorry guys. Okay. So maybe it'll work this. Yes. Okay. So here we go. That was a weird glitch. Hopefully it'll decide to work this time. Now, I'm showing you guys this video because I find this one the least cringeworthy out of the cringe. So this one's kind of a cute one. I'll just give you a synopsis of it in case you guys can't follow along. So basically, this is where a guy walks in and gets a chicken egg, right? And he actually accidentally gets a dragon egg, and he hatches a tiny little dragon that becomes his best friend. And that's all I'm gonna say. You guys enjoy the rest. So let me go ahead and mute my microphone here, and let's enjoy in all the glory. So 3, 2, 1.
I know. I'll go to
Oh my gosh, no. This is supposed to work different.
Foster
Hang on.
Farms.
It's not. Hang on. Let me see if I can open this in a different video player, because this is not cooperating with me right now. Okay. Please work. No. Do you not want to work today? Okay. I'm not asking you to do a lot. I'm just asking you to play a video. You know, that's not very difficult to do.
I know.
Why is it doing this? Hang on. Let me just mute the audio and make sure that's actually playing the video. Ah! Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Some eggs. I'm starved.
Oh God.
Ah, this is a good egg.
That
I
was
think I'll
me.
keep this home with me. Okay, time to crack open the egg. Don't get any closer, you. Hey, are you a dragon? Because I love dragons.
Oh
Aw,
my
you look
gosh.
worried
You could
and
even hear, like, the film
Don't
reeling
worry,
in the back.
I'll take care of you. I
Oh
love you. Miles, what in the stupid heck is that?
What in the stupid heck is that? Can
This
somebody
is my
quote
pet
that?
dragon. Uh-huh. And exactly, what is your pet dragon's name? Never thought of that. Let me think for a second. I know. Inferno's a good name.
Inferno the
Okay,
Dragon.
Miles. There's two problems with your theory. One is that where in the heck did you get a dragon? I found him in a chicken egg. Isn't he?
My reasoning. I found him in a chicken egg. This is so adorable.
So cute. Okay, but the second problem is, why in the heck do you want a dragon as a pet anyway?
Who wouldn't want a dragon as a pet? You know what? I'm just gonna let this keep playing. Okay.
They're so fluffy and cute
Oh
and
my gosh.
adorable. One thing with that, dragons aren't fluffy. And by the way, I hate dragons. They're stupid. Don't say that to my precious dragon. And he's also ugly, rough, and flaky. Flaky. Isn't that mean?
Oh my gosh.
That's what that mean person deserved. Come on,
You
let's go home.
you know it. You know it, me.
Please stop begging like a dog.
But it's adorable. Get the pitchforks.
Good night, dragon. The next morning. Ah, what a beautiful day, huh, dragon? 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 Where'd you go, buddy? Dragon! Oh, dragon, where are you?
Oh gosh.
Oh, there they are. And look, my little baby has actually had a mommy. How precious. Huh? Ah.
Oh man, you could even see the static on the film. Oh, I am sorry to have subjected you guys to that, but to be honest, I haven't really improved that much in that amount of time, so I think that I started at a pretty good place and ended in whatever I'm doing now. Oh gosh. Oh, give me a moment. Oh, that was too funny. Oh, man. I mean, you guys asked for it. It was a majority vote. Can we have some fan art for Inferno the Dragon? Oh man. GG. Too funny, guys. Oh man, I hope you enjoyed that little snippet of I guess my childhood history. But that was my first animations ever. You start from humble places, I suppose. In a single name, the dragon's name is forgotten. No! Inferno must be written down in history, guys. Make this happen. Hashtag Inferno for President 2020. No. No. Yes. Okay. I feel like that's an okay drawing, but you know. That ending. I know. Okay, I thought that was funny back then because I thought, I don't know why, I just thought that people getting burnt to a crisp was funny, so that's the way I ended it. It's kind of like a mean-spirited ending, isn't it? I was a cruel kid. Cooley and Kowalski, welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome. To everyone who just missed it, we watched one of my old animations that I did back when I was 8, and it was every bit as painful, but apparently some of you guys enjoyed it, so I mean, there's that. So hope that was at least a little bit enjoyable, all things considered. Man, good memories. Oh yeah, that's right, I have background music. That's also a thing. There we go. It'd be dope if you recreate this one day, have the YouTubers voice other characters, it'd be nice. You know, I was thinking about making a video about stop motion animation, because stop motion is actually one of the only ways that I used to animate from when I was 8 years old all the way until I was 16 or 17. So, actually, this animatic style of drawn animation is something that's very foreign to me, even to this day. Like, I still sometimes have trouble translating what I would normally do from a stop motion animation over to a drawn animation, which is kind of funny because, you know, most people do drawn animation now instead of stop motion. So I thought it'd be refreshing to kind of go back to my roots and, you know, try animating again the way I used to. People who don't like dragon pets aren't people. You're right, they're clay people. Shock humor, yes indeed. I was looking through old pictures and there was a lot of what was I thinking, so I can relate. Yeah, everyone has that moment where they kind of have to look back and be like, I made that? What was I thinking? It was the claymation, it must have been a pain at the time. You know, I was young and dumb, so I don't think I realized how difficult it actually was until, like, I'm older, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, that was such a hassle, you know? Animation's so efficient now with technology that, like, those methods are just so primitive. Like, it's difficult to actually, like, make it work like that anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little glimpse into the past, I guess. Back to the past and hold on, Jack. But, hopefully it was a little refreshing, something different from the norm, I suppose. And the 12 viewers currently watching, thank you guys so much for enjoying the stream up to this point. Welcome, welcome. And already 37 minutes in. Whoa, dude, time flies. Crazy. 'Tis very adorable. 'Tis very adorable indeed. Hopefully we'll get to go over some of my older animations back in the day, I suppose. Even, like, there isn't anything older than that, but, you know, some stuff that I did as well later in life that I still enjoy a lot, I should say. So the next sketch here is going to be a red sketch where we're looking over. So I'm going to base it off of the red sketch prior, so I can keep, like, everything looking similar-ish. Yeah, similar-ish. Dude, make a claymation video as a sub-special. You know, I was thinking about it, but, I don't really have the tools necessary right now. But I do have a couple video ideas in the works for that. And I want to make it happen some way, but I don't really know how yet. So, you know, ambitions are one thing, but making it putting it into practical effect is something completely different. So we'll just have to wait and see. That foot does not look right. I don't think that one looks right either. Man, I have such a weird time making, like, a leaning pose. This arm looks all wrong. I think, like, more of a straightforward pose would be good. I think that looks appropriate. Let's see. So we have the hairband going around here. And then... yeah, that looks about right. I'd say that's okay. Too Edgy does an amazing job. Yeah, actually, I really enjoy his animation work. I feel like, okay, to be quite literal, I feel sometimes though his animation is a little stilted, which is ironic because, you know, his characters are made of stilts. But my point is that the animation sometimes feels a little bit slow. I don't know if I could ever do better than him, just because he's somebody that specializes in it now, and last time I did stop motion, like real life, like IRL stop motion was like 10 years ago, so Lord knows if I could be anything close to his skill level, but it'd be worth a shot, you know? Maybe I'd do okay. I don't know, I'd be interested to see what the results of that would be. I don't know, what do you guys think? Would you want to see something like that if I ever decided to, like, you know, go out of my way and make a stop motion animation? I think that might be fun, right? You know, something a little bit different. Hey Crit, who exactly did you intend to show that video to? YouTube wasn't a thing back then, so who is your target audience? Okay, so to some of my younger viewers, back in the, like, some of my younger viewers who don't really, who've had basically the internet and YouTube their whole lives, or have had it for most of their lives. When I was 8, I didn't have the internet. I didn't have YouTube. YouTube wasn't even a thing. It didn't exist yet. Like, there was no online videos. There was no such thing as subscribers or likes. There was no such thing as social media. The only thing that existed back then was forums and old Windows XP computers. And I made them for myself. Like, I had an idea. I wanted to make it. So I made it. And you know what's different about then than it is now? Absolutely nothing. I still enjoy making animations as much as I did then, and it took me a while to come back to that conclusion, but yeah, nothing's changed. I enjoy making animations for myself, and if I earn success off it, cool, you know? Like, I'd be more than happy to earn a little bit of money and reputation for the work I do, but if not, you know, I'm having fun, and I'm making something that I can look back on 10 years from now, and I can say, hey, you know, I didn't do half bad. Windows XP. So many memories of playing pinball. Oh yeah, that was like the only game they had in the classrooms when they had those old Windows XP computers that could hardly boot for 10 minutes. Good memories. Actually, no, they were horrible memories, but you know, sort of nostalgic, I'd say. Floof. The floof goes to floof floof. I want to make a character with floofy hair, so I made her. And that is a floof floof. I like floofy hair. It's fun to draw. That was proto YouTube. No, that was not proto YouTube. That was proto computers, because that was all film. So there was no digital whatsoever. That was analog. So that was back when there was composite cables, like yellow and white cables, and that's it. And film, like on micro cassettes. That is what it was. Dial-up was awful. Oh my gosh. There was a time when all my parents had was DHL and AOL. You guys are glad that you didn't have, most of you didn't have to deal with that, or if you did, then my sincerest condolences, because that was miserable. Never knew how to play Minesweeper. I thought I'd just click around and hope you're lucky. It's actually a pretty fun game. I learned how to play it actually a year ago. I didn't know how to play it back then either, but now I do, and I kind of wish I knew earlier. Okay, so next scene is going to be us, like, in the background here. So I'm going to be drawing a new sketch with just us in the back. Kind of kind of representing the drawing that we had earlier. You had to have a home phone you never used to get internet. Yeah, your parents couldn't call on the phone, or else you lost your internet connection. And I never really dealt with that because I had mostly DHL instead of dial-up. My family was actually relatively advanced for the time because we actually had, you know, a computer with internet and DHL instead of dial-up. But from what my friends experienced at their homes. Yeah, it was a nightmare just to get on the internet, let alone like get a consistent connection. Like it took forever just to download an image back then. Like it was actually pretty astounding how much technology has advanced in what, like 10 years? Just goes to show how quick like technology advances. Now this is just like a zoomed out view of my characters because the camera's going to pan back and show all the customers. Melody, welcome back to the stream. Good to have you. Welcome, welcome. Was talking about it's even worse on Windows ME. I never had to suffer through that, thankfully. I remember having the one in all max with Doom on it. Oh yeah, Doom. Good memories, good memories. Oh yeah, the horrible noise. Oh man. No, you don't just click around for Minesweeper. There's Sweeper. There is strategy to be had. Remember when computers used to make loud grinding noises whenever they did anything? Oh man, yeah, I remember that. It was like, and the little fan was running at 1,000,000 miles an hour just to make sure it didn't die on the spot. Alright, and then we're going to have a new layer where it shows like all the different people. Now, I would like to add some cameos here, just because it's going to be a very short frame. So we'll maybe add like a few cameos here. If you guys want to think of anything for me to add, just like for like short cameos, that'd be kind of fun. Putt! Oh my gosh! Oh, you know what I used to play? The first game I ever played on my old Windows XP computer was, like, I don't know if you guys remember this. Like, I don't think anyone remembers this, but, like, back in, like, 2004, like, I think that Quaker Oats was having a promotion in their Captain Crunch cereal, where they would give you a CD for a free game, for the Crunch mascots or whatever they're called. And I played that because that was the only game I owned on a computer. Oh man, that was the first ever PC game I played, and I still remember it to this day. Memories. Oh man, I'm going back to nostalgic road here. Most people, when most of you guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about, which is perfectly reasonable. I'm an old man, but you know. Lots of memories there. Most of the time it's strategy, sometimes it's pure luck. It's a game of odds, okay? Minesweeper is a game of odds. Back when I started YouTube, it was mainly only used for music video and Shane Dawson. Yeah, it was pretty primitive time for YouTube. CRT monitors. Oh yeah, the tube TVs. Oh man, those things like pretty much murdered your eyes when you're staring at them from a computer screen. Roller Coaster Typhoon. Build a Lot and Plants vs. Zombies was my BOP. Oh yes, Plants vs. Zombies is awesome. Speedy Egbert. Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's like that sounds like something straight from the late 90s. Reader Rabbit? Guys, come on here. You can't be giving me all these nostalgic feelings. It's too much. Okay, so all these characters we're going to be drawing here in just a moment. So let's go ahead and start doing some actual sketch work on these ones. So we're going to be drawing these out in black ink. Pow pow. Oh my gosh, another person remembers Egbert? It's a miracle! Now, I honestly didn't do a lot of PC gaming back in the day. Most of my gaming was console gaming, so I don't really have the fondest memories of a lot of PC games. My PC gaming phase was in my teenage years, back when the Steam was first kicking off, and was starting to get really popular. Before they had like Dota 2 and Counter-Strike Global Offensive and all the modern games, like esports and stuff, it was mostly just like Team Fortress 2, Half-Life 2, stuff like that. That was my like PC gaming era. In case any of you guys remember that era. That was like 08 to 010 about. But before that, my main exposure to games was platformers like Mario, Rayman. I even played a game called Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, and a bunch of other obscure platformers. I just used to love platformers, man. 3D platformers were the best. Period. At least for me back in that day. I love 3D platformers. I still love 3D platformers. They're so much fun. Peggle. Yesterday's theme was time travel. This one is nostalgia. Is there like some kind of correlation here? That almost makes too much sense. I remember playing edutainment games like Mixed Up Mother Goose, Oregon Trail, Math Blaster, Reader Rabbit, and the Magic School Bus game on Windows 95. Oh my gosh. You guys, too much nostalgia here. I can't. You guys are gonna make my heart explode. My cousin had a game compilation that had... gotcha. Tony Hawk on the PS2, yes. I wasn't a PlayStation gamer. I was totally Nintendo back then. Racket and Clank. No. Ratchet and freaking Clank. Yes, that game is awesome. That game I didn't get to really experience until later in life, but I still adore that game to death. I really wish I kind of was exposed more to the PS2 era, just because I really love a lot of the games that came from that era, but I really was just strictly like Nintendo during that time, just because I had a group of friends that we used to always play video games, and we just happened to play a lot of Nintendo. We played like a lot of Mario Kart. We played a lot of like Mario Sunshine. We played like Super Smash Brothers Melee. We also played a lot of Digimon Rumble Arena too. Most people don't know that game, which is perfectly reasonable. It's just like a knockoff of Smash Bros. But it was so much fun back then. I'm not even gonna lie. Bringing up all the nostalgia. Oh my gosh, the chat is booming. I mostly played Sonic games on the console, that and Mario. I started out on the Super Nintendo and the GameCube. My favorite is Donkey Kong Country 2. SpongeBob game for the Game Boy Color. Loads of Link to the Past and Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition for the GameCube. Smash Bros, Mario Sunshine. Guys, come on. Like, I have to focus on working here. I can't revel in all this amazing nostalgia, because then I'm just gonna hop onto like an emulator next stream and just like start playing a bunch of old games, and I can't do that. I need to be productive. Guys, please, you must understand that I have goals and obligations to do. That is why this stream is here. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. Contra was also really good. Yeah, the original Contra. Chow breeding, Fossil Fighters, any Sonic game. I played a lot of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, but I recognize that that game has not aged the best, and I feel like that game is still overrated. But I feel like it's a fun game still to kill time with, and I do enjoy a lot of aspects of the game. But, like, yeah, that game has not aged the best. Ever since, like, storytelling in video games has evolved so much over the years, it's just hard for me to come back to Mario or Sonic Adventure and take the story in any as serious in the slightest. Which is not like not an insult towards the game. The game was revolutionary for its time, but like, you know, it's showing its age. Let's put it kindly. We were separated at birth. Oh my gosh. You guys are the best. You guys are seriously the best. Thank you so much. This is so much fun to talk about. But I also have to, like, be slightly productive here. I don't want to just, like, have one drawing done in 2 hours and use the excuse of nostalgia. Come on, guys. This is a drawing stream. I have to draw. That looks about right, I'd say. One of the first games I got when I found a Dreamcast was Sonic Adventure and Jet Set Radio. You know, actually, I didn't get experience with the Dreamcast when I was a kid. I only got experience with the Dreamcast after, like, during, like, when I was in my teen years, I was going through kind of, like, a nostalgia phase where I was watching all the YouTubers that were, like, famous for, like, going over all their nostalgic games, like, JonTron, Nostalgia Critic. Well, Nostalgia Critic was movies, but still. JonTron, Peanut Butter Gamer, that Angry Video Game Nerd, guys like that were focused on creating, like, nostalgic game content. And that's where a lot of my, that's where a lot of the experience that I got with the games I didn't get to play as a child came from. So the things like the Dreamcast, I started adding to my collection, the Game Boy Color, like the original Xbox, things like that. I didn't get to add those to my collection until way later. I kind of wish it was at an earlier time in my life so I could appreciate them at a different level. But I don't have the same nostalgia for them. But I really, really appreciate just how amazing they were. Like, the Dreamcast is such an awesome console. Like, I'm so glad that I own one. Let's see here. I've never played Mario 64 and I fully regret it. I think Super Mario Wii was my first ever Mario game. Really? I think that Mario Galaxy was a good game, but it wasn't a true Mario 3D platformer the same way that I feel nostalgic for, like, Mario 64 and Sunshine. I mostly played Mario 64 on the DS when I was a kid, but I later played 64 and beat that game, like, 4 times. I've beaten Mario Sunshine at least 8. Second stream Easter egg, something nostalgic. It's got to be in there somewhere. We'll figure it out. Mario Sunshine, Mario Party 4. Yes, Mario Party 4 I absolutely adore. I love Mario Party 5 too. PB Gamer, yes! I eventually got the N64 much later when I turned 20. Yeah, same. I got mine when I was about 14 because all the old consoles that I got were from garage sales because my mom adores going to garage sales. So I picked up all my old stuff from people for like $5, $10, like dirt cheap. And then I would just like add them to my collection slowly over time. And now I currently sit at a butt ton of games. that I probably am never going to get the time to play, but still going to keep for my collection because I appreciate them so gosh darn much. I was thinking actually before making this channel of actually making an animation, or instead of an animation channel, a gaming review channel and an old nostalgic game channel, just because I have so much stuff, you know, and so much knowledge on the stuff, but, you know. I still want a GameCube. My step bro stole it and broke it. Ugh, man, that's a serious bummer. I still want to get the Game Boy player for my GameCube. Same, I don't have that, and it's driving me nuts. There are certain things I don't have in my collection, and I feel like that is a serious problem. Also, I realize that I have been making errors on this sketch, and I'm hoping I can fix them. Because I have been so distracted talking about old games that I haven't been drawing right. You guys, I need to focus. Kind of. At least half focus, not a quarter focus. This is what happens when you quarter focus. Too many old games. Too much nostalgia. I can't even. Spyro! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thrifting for the win. That's how I got my PS3 and Dreamcast. You got a PS3 for 20 bucks? Dude, I got my Dreamcast for 5 bucks. That's a fun story. I could tell you about that if you guys want to know about it. It's not a very long story. It's just a fun story. Mountains of games and no time. Yep. I plan on making like a schedule for myself later in life to just go and play all the games. But, you know, I kind of want to, how should I say? Figure out my schedule and everything before, like, I dive into, making or playing a bunch of games. Yes, but it was the game. Would you say you had a fun box for them? I don't have a fun box. I have a fun cabinet. I have all my consoles set up in my closet, and I can just pull out my controller and play them anytime I feel like it. I just don't have time! Herg! You know, the struggles. The struggles are real. I remember Enter the Dragonfly. Yeah, I remember that game too. Not very fondly, but, you know, it's still there in my memories. Let's see. Now let's go ahead and color in these sketches here. So we're going to add a color layer. This one. Now let's go ahead and take some impressions. Ooh. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab some colors from this one here. And let's see, she was wearing a work shirt that actually has sleeves on it. I forgot to draw the sleeves. Of course I did. Had a purple Spyro handheld, but can't for the life of me remember where that was. Yeah, you kind of find the weirdest stuff when you snoop around old places in your house. Like, I found my old Game Boy Advance that was spray painted silver, and had a copy of Pokemon Sapphire in it, and that was kind of cool. I remember that was the copy I had when I was like so young. Your collection is like crazy huge. Oh my gosh. I really wanna see how crazy huge of a collection it actually is. That would actually be kind of a fun. That would be kind of a fun dealio, just to see everyone's collections of massive collections of games. Okay, that one's done. I forgot to draw the shirt details on this one here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I had the Super Nintendo thing to play Game Boy. Oh, that's cool, man. I wish I had that, you know? Like, I wish I had, like, all those, like, really cool accessories, but I just, like, never got them when I was a kid. I actually got the PS3 for about $15. The Dreamcast was $13. I found it hidden under a bunch of ratty keyboards in a family thrift store. Okay, so this is pretty funny. So My story is that I walked into a thrift store that was closing down near like the house that I currently live in about 5 years ago. So I walk in, right? I walk in a straight line, look to my right, and there's a Dreamcast with wires and a controller sitting on the shelf, and I just grab it, walk up to the counter, I'm like, how much is this? They're like, I don't know, $5. Hand them a $5 bill and walk out. And I'm just like, that just happened. And then it worked perfectly. And the best part is it's the older model, so you can like burn CDs and still play them on the console. So like I got so lucky, like unbelievably lucky. I just thought that was hilarious. Like that was such a fun experience. And I gotta erase this part on the head. You see, guys, I'm so distracted talking, I'm forgetting essential parts of the drawing process. I know, so lucky indeed. Yeah, that kind of sums up about 95% of the things I buy. I never ever buy old stuff from like a store unless like I just can't find it anywhere else, you know. If I can just stumble across it, then I'll buy it in a heartbeat. Has anyone remember War of the Monsters for PS2? No, I don't remember that game at all. Again, I was a GameCube enthusiast, so I don't know if that was a PS2 exclusive or not, but that wasn't really something I remember too fondly. Alright, let's go ahead and color this bad boy in. Color with the white parts first. This has been so much fun talking about. You guys are too much for me, I swear. If you keep making me have conversations like this, then I'm not even gonna be productive in the slightest. Oh wait, I also have to draw the... You see, I'm forgetting to draw the badge now. So here's the name tag, right? Okay, and then here's the little badge thing. You guys are too much for me. Oh wait, did I draw in the wrong layer? Oh, bugger. Let me redraw that for a sec here. Are Dreamcast rare or something? It's not that they're rare. They're a little harder to find. It's just that there are certain models of it that are more expensive. They usually range anywhere between like $60 to $100. So like finding one for cheap is pretty awesome. Oh man, the Sega Saturn? Man, I need to add that to my collection. You know what I've been looking for? I've been looking for the 3DO and the Philips CDI to add to my collection. I also want the Atari 2600 and the 52, but I haven't gotten those ones yet. I haven't gotten any Atari consoles in my collection. I have the Sega Game Gear though. That's pretty awesome. I'm hoping to also get the like some more obscure ones as well. I always keep my eyes peeled, you know. I want to try and avoid paying a bunch of money for them. Ever get a video game based on a movie? Oh, more than you can imagine. Like, oh gosh, there are actually some really good ones, like the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I don't know if that's considered a movie tie-in or not, but I consider that like, you know, a licensed IP tie-in, so I guess that kind of counts. Anywho, that game was really good. And so was the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game, but it wasn't quite as good. It was almost there. It was still a really solid game, you know. Not quite on the same level as Battle for Bikini Bottom, though. Just because it felt like more of an underbaked game. Which kind of makes sense because it was a movie tie-in, so they had less time to develop it. But, you know, still. Still. Gotta erase part of this. I also have a Sega Game Gear. Oh, well. Join the crew, bud. I should actually run through my whole collection and see what I have, because I have a lot of stuff. I need to keep tabs on it just to make sure, like, what I still need to add to my collection. I haven't really been actively adding to my collection. The latest thing I added was a copy of Dr. Mario and Tetris on the Game Boy that I picked up for $5 for both. So, that's the latest edition. The one before that was Conker's Bad Fur Day. That was another edition I had. Oh yeah, that's right. But I always keep my eyes peeled for that sort of stuff. You used to have an Atari? Oh, that's cool. Aladdin for the SNES? Oh man, Super Mario World was my jam. Because my doctor's office used to have that game just on display all the time. And it was awesome. I love that game to death. Although I've never actually fully beaten it. Go figure. Let's see. So I need to add a black line here for the pants. Pants are going to be blue. These are going to be like a really dark brown. That doesn't look quite right. That is definitely not right. There we go. Much better. The newest Resident Evil game gave me nightmares. That game, I heard, is fantastic. Oh man, I've been dying to play that in VR, but you know, I don't want to invest in VR because VR is expensive and all. But I really want to try it out. It looks like a lot of fun. Alright guys, so I am going to be taking a quick break here. I'm just going to grab some water and run off for just a moment. I hope to see you guys still around, active as ever, and be just a moment. Alright, ladies and gents. Hope you didn't miss me too much. ASMR, I see? Yes, of course. I'm here to do some, Well, I want to get the Bob Ross impression down, right? Be like, we're gonna paint a nice canvas today. I sound more creepy than I do, like, sincere and, like, kind of innocent. Alright, everyone, we're, gonna have a nice, relaxing time drawing some images. Imagine the canvas as an extension of your creative freedoms. Just let your pen flow on the screen. It's not paper, it's screen. That's the stuff. With just a little bit of effort, you're making something beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. What did I just join into? Boo, welcome to the stream. Slaps brush on side. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of that one Deadpool trailer. That was great. Oh man, where he was impersonating Bob Ross. That was too funny. But welcome to the stream. I was nothing to see here. Oh my gosh. No, it's nothing suspicious at all. It's just an innocent drawing. That's what it is. It's child-friendly, innocent drawing with absolutely nothing awkward going on whatsoever. Ah. No. Better. Okay, so what was her hair color again? It's like a richer dark brown. You know what? I want that to be on the palette. I'm gonna add that to the palette. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and color her hair in. I just stumbled upon the Captain Underpants CD album from the old books. That was a thing? Wait. Captain Underpants had a CD album in their novels. What, did I miss something as a kid, or I must have missed something, right? Because, like, you don't just casually talk about a Captain Underpants CD album like everybody knows what that is. Am I delusional, or I might be. There's a very strong possibility of that, but still, like, come on, guys. You can't tell me this is something that's just existed and I've never known about it. Yeah, see, Boo doesn't remember that. And to all the 10 viewers currently watching, again, thank you so much for enjoying the stream up to this point. It's really great to have you here. By the way, I've kind of fine-tuned the playlist for the music, and hopefully things are a little bit, you know, less loud this time around. Let me know what you think. Because I think that it's a little bit a little more lo-fi, which is kind of the tone I was going for before. Some of the songs in there were a little bit too noisy, I guess. At least in my opinion. Also, these sketches are turning out, bueno. Wait, did I get the wrong hair color for her? Did I? Oh. Go figure. Well, we will have to amend that mistake. There we go. Now everything's looking in line. Yeah, in certain copies they had an entire soundtrack for Captain Underpants, Diaper Dog, and Super Diaper Baby. It's so early 2000s and cringy, but boy, the nostalgia. The more you know. You know, I never knew this. You know, they say you learn something new every day. I learned something that I never thought I'd learn in a lifetime. Thank you, Debbie. You have given me valuable knowledge. And let's see here. So the next one we're gonna draw is right after this, which is gonna be this one. All right, so You know, it makes me wonder how my workflow's gonna adjust after I like decide to like move to a dedicated animation program. I really hope that everything is a smooth transition for the most part. I'm kind of fascinated to see how it goes, but at the same time I'm also kind of concerned that it'll just be like a waste of time. I mean, it couldn't be any more of a waste of time than drawing out every single frame, but, you know. My point still stands. It's a lot of time to invest into learning a new program. I don't know. I'll give it a shot pretty soon here, I imagine. Like I said, I might have a stream dedicated towards just getting the basics of the program down, and you guys could be there to help. Or watch me completely stumble on my face and fail. That works too. You're eating toxic waste? That is not okay. You should definitely consult your gastroenterologist about that. Last time I heard, there's no such thing as a toxic waste diet. But I have been proven wrong before. I mean, you could practically make anything a diet now. Like Tide Pods were a diet for a while, and that's basically the same thing. So, you know, I try to be a sensible person, but then that sort of thing comes out, and well, you know, you gotta toss the misconceptions out the window. Kind of be like, oh well, okay, yeah, people are just eating Tide Pods now, apparently. Why am I surprised? It's a type of candy, Chritty, sour candy. More like stomach eating candy, where you just basically like have a giant hole in your stomach. That's the kind of candy it is. Actually, just kind of like regular sour candy, now that I think about it. No prob, Bod Bros. You know it. I prefer the coloring and the autofill in the Clip Studio better. Yeah, you know. Like, I've been doing lines in Fire Alpaca, but color in Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, I mean, Clip Studio has a lot of flexibility with the type of pens that you can draw with, so I feel like it's not really something that I need to swap programs for, but I can understand if you're comfortable, like, with a certain pen in a program. I just feel like Clip Studio is just such a nice overall package for a program that I don't really have any complaints whatsoever with it, and I don't really have to shift. I mean, I kind of like the pen better in Pink Tool Psi, at least back when I used it, but there were so many problems with that program that I just had to move over to a new program. I wish Chritty. What's Chritty? Never heard of that one before. How come you don't do... Oh, well, I guess she kind of explained that. Like, I think it's just like a difference in the way that she uses the program. Maybe she just doesn't like the workflow in the coloring workflow in the Fire Alpaca. I feel like that is kind of an unnecessary step in the process. I would suggest, like, fine-tuning the pens in Clip Studio. Like, take some tutorials on how to, like edit pens or edit pencils, and then just, like, experiment with that for a little bit. You know, I just realized I don't even have to draw the lower body for her because, like, it's going to be covered by the other character anyways. So I'm just not going to do that. Is that lazy? Very. But you know what? Whatever saves time and effort, I say. My life goal at this point is just to learn Flash. My life goal is to learn Toon Boom and actually, you know, make a competent animation with it. Because I feel like I've pretty much plateaued with my current method of animation. I feel like the only thing really stopping me from like animating the way I want to is just the efficiency in my workflow. Like everything else, like perfect in my opinion. Like I don't think I'm a great artist, but I feel like I have like refined my style enough to be distinctive and express the kind of expressions I want it to. So really the only thing that's stopping me is just how efficiently I can make videos. And right now, yeah, it is not an efficient workflow. As much as I adore making videos this way, it's not practical. It makes me wonder how will be the most efficient method of like actually making videos later on. I kind of want to experiment with Toon Boom and see how that works for me. Maybe take like one of their free trials and do some meddling in that. But yeah, you know. My learning curve looks easy, it's just tedious to master. Absolutely. Draw with Jasmine mentioned Chritty as one of the better programs in his review for some of the free ones. Yeah, but my idea behind it is that if you already paid the money to get a not free version of a program, then there's no motivation for me personally to hop into a free program. But hey, you know, if you want to do that, then you are more than entitled to. I personally am a huge fan of Clip Studio. I think it's a great program. My biggest gripe with it is that since the creators of the program are natively Japanese, it's really difficult to get proper support for a lot of the issues that you run into with the program. That's really my biggest gripe. Like, I was having an issue where, like, my workspace wouldn't load, and I could not find the proper support on Google on, like, how to load a cloud workspace. And I realized you have to reinstall the program with the latest update in order to get the cloud services, and then it would actually let you do the cloud sync. Because I sync my workspace from my desktop to my tablet now. See, I didn't even know about that feature anymore because it was so poorly translated, it didn't make any sense to me. Yeah. I have Macromedia Flash 2004, but I only use it for meshing stock images. Interesting. Toon Boom is the master program. I'm sorry, I love Toon Boom. It looks really interesting to me. Okay, like, I did research on it, and it's a vector-based animation program. I already draw in vectors, so, like, that just feels like it would work so perfectly for me, it's not even funny. It's really hard to know until you get your hands on the program and start, like, doing some experimenting yourself. But I feel like if I took the time to learn it, then I would find that I just absolutely adore the program. But, you know, learning new things is always hard. So, I don't know when I'll be able to learn it, but hopefully soon. I feel like this is going to be the last video where I work in this style of video, where I draw out every single frame. It doesn't mean I'm no longer going to draw in Clip Studio Paint. I just feel like this might be the last video where I draw frame by frame concepts from concept to finish in an art program and then just render the PNGs and do it that way, because I feel like that system now is just, it's antiquated, at least for the kind of animation that I want to do, you know. My ambitions are a little bit too big for me to get, like, for me to just, like, have to draw out every single frame, because frame by frame is very, very tedious and time consuming, as sad as it is to say. Having all the assets rendered is going to make things so much more efficient for me. I've been only using OpenToons. OpenToons? I actually want to experiment with that. The animation program, yeah, no, don't even bother with the animation program in Clip Studio. It's not an animation program. It's like the bare bone basics. You can't do anything in it. It's really clunky and bad. And it sucks too, because like I really wanted it to be good, but I feel like it's just so so underdeveloped of a program. It might as well have just been a feature that they included in the base program instead of cutting it off for just like the Premiere program. Because I purchased the Premiere program, like the really expensive one with the animation tools, and I'm sorely disappointed in that. I don't think that makes it a bad program still, but I probably wouldn't have paid the extra money for a better program if I knew that the animation was that bad in the first place. I mostly just used the basic features anyways, so it would have made more sense for me to only invest in like the $60 version of the program instead of like the $200 and something version, you know. Flash is vector based too. I don't know. Again, like, I haven't done research into Flash. It just looks like Toon Boom kind of fits my workflow. So, 11 viewers currently. Thank you all so much for enjoying the stream currently. Great to have you here. To all of you who have not joined us prior, welcome, welcome. And in case you missed it, we were talking about a bunch of nostalgia stuff, and now we're talking about just, you know, animation programs in general. I know it's not quite as interesting of a conversation as talking about all the old Nintendo consoles you got and what the internet used to be like back in my day, but, you know, hope you still enjoy the conversation, and, yeah, contribute if you'd like to contribute. Can't even add audio. I paid too much money for just a few frames. My tongue hurts. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. Neuristic, welcome back to the stream. Good to have you, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Coloring in, we're coloring in. We're adding the color to everything. What was her eye color again? Oh, it's like a lime green. I'll just copy that. Add some eyebrows to that as well, because I for some reason didn't add those. There we go. Alright, Boo. Thank you for joining us on the stream, and you have a great rest of your day now. I feel if they did put in minds to it, it could be an amazing... Put their minds into it, it could be an amazing animation program. You know, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. Maybe if I had more experience with animation programs... But, you know, I really don't. It's still something very new to me. I have fundamentals in animation, period, but I don't have very strong fundamentals in the programs. That might change soon. I hope it does, you know. And dark brown on the hair. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Add some black on the band. And then I also gotta draw in that little batch and the pin. And the pocket on the shirt. There we go. So, Chritty, in the future, will you still do flat coloring? You know, I've been thinking about that. Maybe when I adopt an animation program and I can streamline a lot of the inefficient methods that I currently use, then I can get away with actually adding in more, how should I say, I can actually shade a lot more stuff because I'll have the extra additional time to work on stuff like that. But right now, I just do flat shading because it's a way of me to avoid putting extra time into each individual drawing when I have like hundreds of drawings to make per video, you know. It wouldn't be practical for me to focus on shading every single individual drawing when I already have like over 100. That's just like an extra that's like an extra few hours of work that could be used towards the animation. I do a little bit of shading just in the background, but not on the actual animation itself. No. I feel, let's see. Might go now. Got a few things I need to do, so goodbye for now. Alright, thank you very much, Butterfly, for enjoying the stream up to this point, and it's been a lot of fun talking to you. Again, guys, I hope you have been enjoying the stream up to this point. I know I have been. I think that hand might actually still be a little bit too big. Let's go ahead and shrink that down a little bit. Yeah, it looks good. That one needs to be up there. I've been waiting to talk to people about nostalgic stuff for months. I know, same. Any excuse to talk about old stuff is fine by me. Not me though, other old stuff. Well, I mean, you could talk more about me. Just not about how I'm old. You could talk about, like, how awesome I am. I'd appreciate that. I mean, I already know these things, but I always appreciate it when people bring it up in conversation, you know. I try to be humble and not interject myself into the conversation. Immediately. Oh, gosh. Can we talk about how adorable you are? Oh, I would be honored. Am I pretty? Yeah, that reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode. It makes you look like a girl. Am I a pretty girl? You're beautiful. That episode was great. It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was #1. Jimmy Werman Jingerman Jensen. Boop, 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 boop. What's your favorite way you have seen your character drawn by someone else? Probably some of the people that have drawn me in a realistic way, like as if I was actually a person instead of like a weird marshmallow blob thing. And I actually really like that fan art. In fact, I'd be happy to show it on screen in just a short few moments. Also, he sure is adorkable. Oh, you guys are too nice. But not nice enough. Keep complimenting me. The narcissism doesn't end. It just keeps going. You were merely born in the narcissism. I lived in it. I breathed it. bow, bow. Gotta delete that section there. Chritty, Werben, Jingerman, Jensen. Oh my gosh! I'm floating shopping list! That episode was so much fun. There's so many great episodes of SpongeBob that people hardly talk about. I just find them so funny. This show is genius for the first 3 seasons. Alright, we're looking pretty good here, I'd say. Looking good, I'd say. Alright, what time are we looking at here? 20 minutes? Alright, so I guess then we'll be wrapping it up for the last 20 minutes here on the stream. So we're going to continue drawing for today, unless you guys would like to do anything else for the last 20 minutes. I'm not submitting you 20 more minutes of cringe. Like, I could only take like 5 minutes of that. Less than 5 minutes. Turn that down a little bit so I can see what I'm drawing. And also to the 7 people currently watching still, thank you so much again for enjoying the stream up to this point. It's been a lot of fun, I must say. That's a good line right there. I'm gonna keep that one. The shoulder is a little disproportionate. Just a little. So is that hand. That hand is really off. Add some lines there, and there, and there. Bueno. It'd be cool. I'd be cool with more drawing till the end. That's a good line. That's a very straight line. Beautiful, if I do say so myself. No need for flattery. But I'd really want it. Chivis are fun. See here. Like that? No, like this. Almost. Not quite. Maybe. Yes! Maybe. Not quite. Wow. Work! Work! I demand you to! Nice. Okay. 10 out of 10 line. 70 doctors agree. It's a great line. That is the best line I've ever seen, and trust me, I know lines. Honestly, I've come for your pickle has to be my favorite SpongeBob quote of all time. Gets me every time. I've come for your pickle. Ah, what was that from again? Lizard approved line. Oh man, that must be a great line then. I am so proud of myself. I always like drawing like chibi-ish characters because I always find their expressions to be more fluent because you don't have to be nearly as like nearly as accurate with the line work, so you kind of have more flexibility without it making it look bad. In my opinion, at least. Oof, no, that's not quite right. That's not quite right either. Nope. Yes. Okay, we're coming along pretty good here. Let's see here. So, oh yeah, that's right. I have to draw hair on my character. Herder. That's kind of important. Honestly, oh sorry. Bunnies are better. Bunnies are pretty awesome. When Krabs is telling SpongeBob about the Flying Dutchman stealing stoles that look like pickles, and Squidward scares SpongeBob by saying, "I'm coming for your pickle" behind him. I don't remember that. Which episode was that? I do not remember that episode well. Was it from the first 3 seasons, or was that like season like 5 or 6 or something? That might have been a later season. If that was the case, that would make sense. I love their expressions. I always love drawing expressions. Like, it's so much fun to like draw the emotions of the characters. That's definitely my favorite part of like the whole drawing process. It's just figuring out how the character's emotions, or how the character would express their emotions in a certain scene. Just because there's so much freedom that you have with that. This needs to be a little more floofy, a little less long. That's better. SpongeBob Halloween when he shaved his body to look like a ghost and put sheets over top of him because being... Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember that episode. Man, that was a long time ago. Season 1. Yeah. I actually didn't watch the holiday specials for the longest time because they never aired when I was watching TV. So I never saw like the Valentine's special and the Halloween special until way later on, for season 1 at least. Because they never aired when I watched them. I don't know. I find that kind of interesting. Look at me coloring that in all perfect. Bam, bam, wham. And then dark blue on this color here. then really dark brown on the shoes. And then yellow on the little badges. Do-doop-doop-doo. And then white on the top. Sponge from Halloween, or, oh, it really was the first appearance of the Flying Dutchman? I always thought that was the episode, the one where they find the treasure map, or they use the treasure map of that board game, the Flying Dutchman's treasure chest, and they try and find his treasure chest in real life. I thought that was the first episode the Flying Dutchman was in. Learn something new every day. What's that noise? I think that might just be the music. Hang on, let me change the track and see if you still hear that weird noise. I'm pretty sure it's the track. Do you guys still hear it? There's a weird noise happening in the background. I think it was the music. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was. If you still hear it in the background, let me know, and I'll do my due diligence to get that all fixed up for you next time around. Oops. Whoa. Oops. No. That's better. Also, guys, hope you don't mind the more chill tone near the end of the stream. I just feel like it's been a high energy stream this time around, talking about all the amazing nostalgic. So I thought you might appreciate things being a little bit more lo-fi this time around. Or I guess, like, low... What's the correct term for it? Like, low energy? Low vibe? I don't know. I don't know all this hip young kid stuff. I can't keep up with all these hip kids. And their MySpace. And their Facebook. Their Facebooks. And their Instagerms. I remember when you need to visit someone and someone sent you a photo, they would send you something through the mail. There was no internet. The only internet I remember was from my phone. Old man Chritty. Remembering the good old days. Oh yeah, faxing, I forgot about that. Oh gosh, I should know better. I fax all the time at my work. Darn. The illusion is up, guys. I'm truly not an old man, who would have thought? Well, I mean, I guess I am kind of old, but I'm not that old. And don't you peoples worry. We'll be making the background images probably next stream, actually. Nah, I think I want to focus on the main characters first, and then focus on the backgrounds. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think like I think I'm gonna focus on the main characters later, or I'm gonna focus on the background later after we get the main characters like established and like get their drawings done. I don't know. Might jump back and forth between the two. Alright, that's that. Okay, ladies and germs, let's go ahead and hop back over to the desktop. I'd say that's enough drawing for today. Now, if we look at our little checklist we got here. This right here is the list of different items that we are currently working on. So, we have our final drawings for the Story 1, Story 2, and Story 3 currently being worked on. This one is in progress. So once we get that done, then I think we can start moving on to the sketches for Story 2, 3, and towards the ending. Now these ones are going to be a lot shorter because a lot less time was emphasized on these stories than the first one was. First story is a lot longer than the other stories, so hopefully the other stories will take us a few videos to finish. And then after that, or I guess a few live streams to finish. And then after that, we'll be working on some audio recording, animation, etc., you name it, we'll take care of it. So, I guess we're going to be wrapping up the last few minutes here. Again, if you guys didn't check it out at the start of the stream, the feature creator for today is Liz Draws. Don't mind all the lizards, that's just what I normally do. And here you'll notice that we have Liz Draws. Ooh, wow. It's almost like I was mentioning her earlier. Well, for Liz Draws, I mentioned before that although her initial impressions seem kind of amateurish, she actually does have very high quality videos. Her script writing and her audio recording, her voice acting, the pacing in her videos, the humor in her videos, all of it is really, really well done. Except for a couple pet peeves that I have in terms of the style of video that she creates. Maybe like the way that she uses certain assets, like for example, like the size of certain characters on the screen, the way that some of the thumbnails look, maybe some of the general aesthetics. I think that she's a diamond in the rough and has a lot of room to improve, but I think when she does, her consistent upload schedule, her great voice acting, her excellent humor, her great pacing in her videos, all these aspects of her videos that I absolutely adore, I think are just gonna shine, and she definitely has the potential to be a fantastic YouTuber. So, if you guys haven't already checked her out, then again, you feel free to do so. And if you want to click on the link in the description, it'll be right here. Otherwise, you'll check out the iCard in the top right corner, and it will have her as well. So, we're on the last few minutes here, guys. So, if you want to have any last-minute conversations with moi, I know, I love talking to me too. It's fine. I fully understand. Pow pow. How long do you think this video will be? It's gonna be my longest video, period. It's gonna be a very long period. It's gonna be a very long video. Like, I'm guessing 8 to 9 minutes. It might be actually longer. I just have a lot to fit into this video. There's gonna be it's gonna be in a full 2-minute intro plus 3 different stories. So it's a big video, guys. Big video. And I want this to be like my grand outro away from this style of video in Premiere, moving into an actual animation program. And I really hope that the results turn out good for this video. I'm very excited to be working on it, and I've been enjoying it up to this point. Hi friend, nice talk we had. We sure did, buddy, we sure did. Good to see you, Alex. Super sorry, Kai, had no idea what happened. Oh, don't worry about it. I checked out the message, it was not that old, is what she said. I know 2 obscure small good channels, Sky WE and Verose. Again, I'm always trying to reach out to show off new YouTubers. So if you guys have any suggestions to give me, feel free to send me a link. I always want to check out new YouTubers and give them some spotlight in any way that I can. Hey Chritty, I want to learn to draw. Do you know any tutorials you suggest for pure beginners? So, I'm kind of having a difficult time. Saying that I'm competent enough to quote unquote know how to draw. Honestly, a lot of the experience that I got was just from trial and error. However, I will say that that Draw with Jazza, which if you haven't checked out his channel before, Draw with Jazza is a hugely important person to learn from, because what he does is he has a mixture of animation and drawing tutorials throughout a bunch of different playlists, which you can find on his channel. I learned a lot from him from the Ultimate Animate CC tutorial, from his drawing tutorials, and there was also another website that I used. Let me see if I can find it here. Control Paint, here it is. So Control Paint is a website that I used. It has a full video library from start to finish on the 101 of digital painting, and it's absolutely fantastic, guys. If you want to know the fundamentals of drawing, this website has got you covered. They've got a whole, they have a whole list of videos which you can learn anything from like anatomy to like basic drawing fundamentals to shading, to principles of composition, to like using textures and reference materials, to like painting, you name it. I haven't gone through the full tutorial list, unfortunately. I know, it's a tragedy. But if you ever want to check it out, this is a great place to start. I would also recommend checking out this video right here. This is one of the most important, if not the most important things to watch when you're starting animation. This video is an animated illustration of the fundamentals of animation, which is based off of the fundamentals from the original Disney animators. If you guys don't know what the fundamentals are, there's a lot of important information here. I highly suggest checking that out. It's a great first step into dipping your toes into the world of drawing and animation. Was it just me on my screen? My phone hates me. Alright guys, well, I think we're just about wrapping it up here. Thank you all so much for enjoying the content and sticking around for the live stream, making it as lively as it can be. Honestly, this live stream wouldn't be half of what it is without you guys. So I do appreciate you being here each and every time thus far. To those of you who have been here since Monday, this is the third live stream in a row. And in case you're not aware, we will be having a live stream most weekdays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And hey, if you ever do miss a stream, then there is something very nice here on my channel. So let's go to my channel real quick. This is the front of my channel. I know, I've already gloated enough, but this is not what I'm gloating about. You see this little uploads page? You scroll down a little bit and... Whoa, what is that? Are those live streams? What? Yeah, I know, right? So if you guys want to ever check out the... if you guys ever miss a live stream and you want to, you know, kind of check out some of the live streams we've been doing, or you know, if you want to relive some of the fun moments that we've had on this stream, like watching my completely embarrassing video that I made when I was 8, then feel free to check it out. Usually the streams are posted on this playlist the day after or at the night of. So again guys, thank you so much for enjoying the video. I do hope that you appreciate these streams, as I'm working super hard to make sure that everyone's having a lot of fun, and it's been great having you here. Hope to see you guys most likely tomorrow, I hope. See you all, and stay safe.